I see. There we are. Let's go.
Yeah. What's up? What's up? Happy Friday evening to the people. What's up in here?
Yes, and just like any good Friday party, we are a little late, and that's okay.
Hey,
That's all
hey, we
right.
here though. We here though. That's all that matters. We here.
That is all that matters, man. It is good to be here. How's everybody feeling?
Oh, I'm feeling pretty good right now.
Awesome. Awesome. Terry, feeling real good. Bringing in the nice spirit up in here. Okay, bad. Yeah, we gonna feed off their energy.
Yeah, I try.
This
Yeah.
is me. This is what I'm doing.
Oh,
Oh, you sleeping in the car, sis? Yeah.
This is me right now, you guys. I'm here and I'm present, but
Oh, Courtney.
I'm just
You're
gonna
also-
enjoy. I'm gonna just lay here and you guys are gonna. I'm gonna fall asleep to your conversation.
oh, okay.
All right.
Totally
Uh-oh,
fair,
Courtney,
but
what's
Courtney
up,
in the
Courtney?
building too.
What's up,
Haven't seen her in a
Courtney?
little while. She dropped in. Good to see you, young lady.
Hi, Courtney.
Hi.
Hi.
Hey, just real fast, because it's gonna bug me, and I won't be able to move on. So, real fast, Lisa, why
Yeah.
the call? We
guys-
talked just a couple of hours ago, and you were like going to a house, right? So, like,
I
you know what
am. I just drove in. So everybody, I moved from Vegas back to Cali, and so I just drove in today. I've had very little sleep. I had like 3 hours of sleep.
Yeah.
I'm absolutely exhausted, and it hasn't just been like, and Mike knows this. He can attest to it. It's literally been like no sleep for like over a week because it's just been go, 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 go. I was in Houston for the weekend, so I didn't get any sleep when I was in Houston. It was a last minute trip to see about a specific product that can help epileptics. So I went there. The company had me come up and paid for me to go up there and look at this product that I think is going to be really, really good to share with our community, and then obviously put it in the book. And so there's just been like not a lot of sleep. I literally was falling asleep at the wheel, like almost about 30 minutes out from my like final destination. So I was just like, thank God I got here. So I just came out to the car because I'm just like, I don't know. The kids are still in the house. I'm just waiting. Because I'm with Haley, Michael, Haley, Judah's girlfriend that has epilepsy. I'm with her for the weekend because she's still like on medication. Her parents are going out of town. So I'm here with her this weekend, taking care of her before I go to Lisa's. So
very cool. Very cool.
So I happen to have a pillow in here. So I was like, well, all of you fine, beautiful looking people, I'm like, I'm just gonna let you guys talk, and I'm gonna listen.
Yeah, I'm in my room. So
Yeah, same here. Ever since I got home yesterday, I got myself in my bed and I get up when I have to, but for the most part, I've been sitting here answering emails and doing my research and watching Game of Thrones.
All right now.
and I'm holding a teddy bear right now.
Oh,
I've been
Aw.
Lisa, believe it or not, the only place I've been traveling is to and from the hospital.
Oh my gosh,
mentioned-
why?
It's a lot of things. It's things that have to do with epilepsy, and then some other stuff that epilepsy kind of then brought up, which is why I had asked the question last week about has anybody developed any other ailments since they've had epilepsy, because something was going on with my nervous system, and it's a strange feeling I have been feeling since February, whatnot. It goes on and off. But it came on, and it kept me awake throughout the night and whatnot. Really didn't get no rest, and then right before I got some rest, I ended up having 2 seizures. So
Oh no.
yeah,
Like tonic-clonics, like big ones? Back to back?
Yeah, I have them in clusters. It's very seldom that I have just one. So yeah, back to back.
Wow.
And then you know,
That must be Enrique. Is that happening because you're under so much stress?
mm-mm,
Why are
that's
you
just
having them back to back? Because Judah used to have them back to back sometimes, not often, not as often as you. I thought it was because of stress, like they were
no
stress
stress is a trigger. It's my main trigger, but I have them. I just have them, you know, and when
Oh,
I
okay.
have them,
Okay,
go
I
ahead.
see. So the kind that you have is the back to back ones.
Yeah, like it might be a little break. It might be a little
Clusters.
break in between them, but
Yeah, okay. Because Judah would have that sometimes too. But
yeah.
I thought it was like it was because like maybe he had a lack of sleep or he would be like anxiety or stress or something like that.
Oh no, see, I can have a big old smile on my face and then wake up and feel like I done got knocked out by Optimus Prime or running tiger or something just and put me down. You know, they just happen like that. I have breakthrough seizures, as what they were saying the other day, which I already, I already know what I have. But it's like, so you've always had breakthrough seizures? I was like, yeah. It was like they just go like that. I mean, but it's life. It's our lives, unfortunately. But at the same time, I'm up. You know, I'm moving and I'm moving. I'm up.
Yeah.
Lack of sleep or sleep. I've been doing it, and I appreciate you because I know you out there doing some stuff. I know you out there making moves and whatnot. So hey, the sleep that you are granted with, hey, may the Lord ordain it so that you can get your rest. Because Lisa, hey, you've been doing the damn thing. You've been doing the damn thing. I've been seeing you.
You
I've
know
been
what?
seeing you.
I pray a lot. Thank you for saying that. Mike knows we both have we're working on some really big things. I mean, like, these are things that I know, you guys, like, it has to be God. Like,
Mm.
I'm telling you, like, even the sleep part of it, Enrique, I'm literally praying, like, God, please give me supernatural sleep. Like,
Mm.
even though I'm only sleeping for 3 hours at nighttime, please, like, I went to bed at 3:30 and I was back up at 6:30. I was like, please, God, and then packing again, cleaning, driving. Like, I'm like, God, please give me supernatural sleep. Like, even though I've only slept for 3 hours, make it seem like I slept for 9 hours,
Yeah. Like I'm feeling
But
refreshed and whatnot.
yeah, but I'm so excited. Mike, is it okay for me to share just a little bit about like what's been
Yeah.
going on?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's Enrique's show, but I don't think he'll mind.
Go ahead.
So Enrique, that was funny.
Y'all know that's why they love me on the big shows, right? Y'all know that's why they love
Right.
me on the big shows, So, not for nothing, just a quick catch up because I was doing the thing. I got a praise report. Good news. I was able to work with some bigger shows this week, and over on our Rumble channel, we've grown by like 800
That's
in
what's
the past,
up.
week, literally week. So, as far as getting the word out there and building up this part of it, we are doing great on that end as well. So, guys, stay tuned on that level. And speaking of staying tuned on that level, Lisa Briggs.
Come on, Lisa. Yeah.
You know what? I'm really proud of like the community, like the epilepsy community and the caregivers are, and I never cuss, and I don't even know if this really, I mean, it probably is a cuss word. I probably would be in trouble for saying this as a minister, but I'm just going to say it emphatically. The epilepsy community and their caregivers are freaking amazing. Like literally freaking amazing. Like, I'm so grateful that I get to be a part of this community because I don't, like, my son's gone now, right? Because of epilepsy. So I don't, it's like, I'm not a caregiver. I mean, I see Haley all the time and she has epilepsy, but like, just to be around this community, you guys are freaking warriors, like cause fighters, like real like bad to the bone kind of people, like relentless
that.
and you just have this like tenacity, you know, fortitude, like just this like, it's, I don't know, it's just so badass. Forgive me, Lord, you know, it's just, I don't know how else to say it. It's like this community is just so amazing, like, you know, and the interviews, I mean, I just have to show up and ask people questions, you know, but it's really the guests that are like amazing that we've been having on, like Monica Lopez. Phenomenal interview today. You know, Dr. Rhonda Gordon, who's coming up next. I mean, incredible value that she added into the community. Like, you know, Terry and Courtney like wrote a book, like several books, you know, like not AI books, like she is the AI, like she's the original AI, you know, like she's a creator, you know.
No doubt.
I mean, yeah. And then Terry, like, I see the way that you're like dealing with all these surgeries and these chronic illnesses and just one hit after the next.
Ooh.
And you just own it, you know.
Yeah.
You own it. And like, it's so empowering. It's so inspiring. And I just feel so honored. You know, the same thing with you, Enrique, and even Mike. Mike had, you know, a tonic-clonic, I think it was about a week ago, and it was really bad. I mean, like, Mike, I think it could have probably wiped you out for even longer, but you were like, nope, I got stuff that's got to be done. Like, I got to get in there. You know, I got to suck it up. You really couldn't even talk because you had bit your tongue so bad.
Mhm.
And like, you just made it happen. And like Enrique, you know, these back and the forth hospital visits and, you know, these cluster seizures, and, you know, you're just still making it happen. Like, you know, I feel so blessed that I get to hang out with you guys. Seriously. Like, I get to hang out with you guys, and I just love you guys so much. And
We love you
I
too,
don't
Anna.
know what else to say. I'm so blessed, and I feel like I'm doing so little. I feel like it's you guys as a collective, you know. And I just am so blessed. I'm just so blessed, you know.
With the site, the collective, I've told you and Michael, I totally agree with that. And but somebody always, I mean, you have to have a start. And my start got with Brain Ablaze, and we have there's virtual meeting support group meetings every month, and that's where I started because I didn't know where to go after the cluster seizure. I had to go into a nursing home and stuff like that, and then with the RA. So, but what you started, and it just happened to be as I was scrolling, and I met Guy, and then he told me, he's like, you know, join these groups, you know, you'll meet people. And he, you know, so he helped me learn how to do this kind of stuff. And then there you were. So, and my thing has been growing because of you guys too. You know, people don't understand all the history that goes along with epilepsy. And so your voice has amplified mine. And that is how we spread awareness. And that's how we do it. And the books, have you guys heard of Little Friends of Epilepsy?
No.
She writes children's books.
Awesome.
Oh,
Yeah. So she's on Instagram, just Little Friends of Epilepsy. I mean, and it's so wonderful because it just shows that everyone is trying to hit a targeted audience, and as a collective, that's what happens, and we just bring it all together like one big melting pot.
Yeah.
And I'm going to learn how to do the stankulate, like while I'm in bed. I'm going to make it part of my physical therapy.
That's great. That's great.
I'm going to make it fun.
I love that.
Awesome.
Go ahead,
I
Courtney.
love that too. I love that too.
Talking
I
about
love that. That's
hospital
awesome.
stays. The reason I have not been here in a while, Mike knows this, is I was in the hospital. Sorry, March
Oh, honey.
24th through March 30th for my mental health. And then I got discharged on the 30th, and then I started partial hospitalization on April 1st, and I had a seizure, and then they sent me to the ER. Thankfully, I was out of hospital, so for the program, but and then I was discharged from that program on the 6th, and then the 8th I had the 10th of April I had another seizure, and then I had another one on the 15th. And I saw the PA at my epileptologist's office today, and he's like, "Oh, we might have to do an epilepsy monitoring unit stay now." And I mean, I went into the appointment expecting that, because at a previous appointment he said, if you continue having seizures, we might have to do that again. So yeah, it's not been an easy. I'm trying to focus on my mental health, and instead my brain is telling me, like, no. So yeah, it's been a rough few weeks for me. But the main reason I wanted to be admitted for my mental health was I'm used to the thoughts of like wanting to like hurt myself, but like I was starting to have thoughts of wanting to hurt my dad. And I was dissociating a lot. And I was like, I know where all these sharp objects are in the house, and I'm the last one to go to bed at night. Like, who knows what could happen in the middle of the night? So I wanted to go for his safety. And
Courtney,
mine.
I'm so sorry. You did the right thing. I want to pray for you, and I want to, because this is like really heavy what you're saying. If there's anyone listening in and you're struggling in this area, we did a show, Courtney. Michael and I did a show with Dr. Rhonda Gordon, who is a doctorate in psychology. And the show's going to be coming up this week. But if there's anybody listening in and you need to drop it in the chat or private message, on Enrique or Mike or myself, and you need prayer, please let us know. We will pray for you.
Yeah.
And we'll do it with you over the phone.
Yeah.
In person through Zoom if you need it, face to face like this. Courtney, you need a lot of prayer. And thank you for your transparency. And I'm so sorry you're going through that.
I for my IOP on Monday because of the seizures, and it just frustrates me that it's affecting that what I was there to focus on, my mental health now.
Now, are you going to therapy at all right now? Are you doing any kind of therapy?
I'm in transitioning period between providers, because the day that I got discharged from the hospital, my outpatient therapist discharged me from her services.
It's really, really important. I want to make sure, the audience knows that's listening to this, that when Dr. Gordon was saying that when you're on medication, you definitely should be in therapy, especially if you have a chronic illness, and especially with epilepsy, okay? It's really, really important that everybody hears this crazy statistic that epileptics have a 3-time greater chance of suicide.
And that scares me.
Yes, and that's why I want to make sure that everybody understands how serious what Courtney is saying, how serious it is. She's being Courtney, you're being very brave right now and tremendously courageous to share, you know, what you're going through, your story right now. You know, I don't make light of that you're sharing this in a public forum. And I want to make sure that everyone knows that, you know, if you're battling with depression, that's why the F.E.E.D, Faces of Epilepsy, that's why the communities are here, because we want to make sure that you reach out to one of us. If you're feeling like you want to check out, or you're feeling, you know what I'm saying, like you need a friend, you know, there's generally one of us up at nighttime. You know what I mean? Or there's, you know, through Messenger, Facebook. I know Mike hardly gets any sleep. I saw him messaging last night. I'm like, why is he up this late? I'm like,
I get hardly any sleep.
Yeah, it's tough.
So please reach out to us, and keep in mind that the depression piece of it is not diagnosed. A lot of times people with depression as a side effect of epilepsy do not get diagnosed with depression. And that's a big piece of this that obviously plays into the homicidal thoughts and suicidal thoughts. So Courtney, please make sure that you get into some therapy too. It's really important.
This was my third hospitalization for mental health, so
yeah.
I knew going in, like, kind of what to expect.
Yeah.
Even though this was at a different hospital than my first two. But it was actually better at this hospital than the one my first two were at. There's a joke in the area I live about the hospital I had my first admissions at, about it being a grave. So it's instead of Shady Grove, it's Shady Grave.
Yeah.
So I'm like, because I was talking to my friends during this admission, and they're like, yep, Shady Grove is not a good place for mental health.
Yeah. Yeah. Make sure you get good support. And if you want me to, Courtney, I can connect you with Dr. Rhonda Gordon. She has a waiting list, but she does have several other people that work with her and underneath her. She is only licensed in California, but she might be able to recommend some other states and different things like that too.
Yeah, that would be good. Because the mental health program that I'm in, they found one that's close to that hospital, but they have a wait list until January.
Yeah.
I'm like, and this is the DC area. I mean, come on. You think there would be more specialists here? Like, nope. There's hardly any specialists here.
You would, honey. That's why you have to, you know, when all else fails, you have to depend on your fellow brother and sister up in purple arms. You have to. You have to lean on somebody who understands the same thing that you're going through, because you know it's nothing like talking to somebody that knows,
right? And
whether they deal with it or whether they didn't seen it happen or took care of somebody who dealt with it. Right. It's nothing better than talking to somebody that knows. It's like how Lisa mentioned, the collective, where the collective can't be the collective without the collective. So the community can't be the community without the community.
Right.
I mean, the basis is
one of my
us.
friends,
Go ahead, baby. Go ahead.
One of my friends from the unit, like, because we have a group chat from all the females that were in the unit at the same time, because we mentioned about doing a beach reunion. Don't ask me how that came about, but whatever. But we're all in a group chat, and I share a lot about epilepsy in the group chat because they all wanted to learn more about how to help me and more about it. And one of the people said, like, if you do get admitted to an epilepsy monitoring unit, let me know which hospital, because I want to come and visit you. And she doesn't have epilepsy. She's just such a caring person. And like, if I didn't, if I didn't go to the hospital this time, I would have met her, you know?
Yeah.
Not that I
Yeah.
wanted to go to the hospital, but like,
Yeah,
you know,
exactly.
or
Yeah.
had that support if I didn't go. Because
Yeah.
I had some seizures when I was in the unit.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. You've
Sometimes
got
it's not
people saying
always
they're
that
going to pray
place.
for you.
Go ahead.
I was just saying there's people in the chat, Enrique, that are
Oh,
saying that they're going to pray for you, Courtney.
thank you.
And I'm going to pray for you too.
Thank you. Yeah,
Yeah.
it was just a frustrating appointment, honestly. Like I said, he wants blood work, he wants to bring an MRI. I'm just like, but like I said, I was expecting it, but that doesn't mean I don't want it, that I want to do it. It doesn't mean I want to do them, right?
exactly.
Mhm.
Exactly. Well,
I
Courtney,
was
can we say that
expecting
you
it,
made a
but I
friend?
don't want to
Like
do
you
them.
said there? You made a friend. See, that just shows, you know, it comes, but
Yeah,
the ending is always better than the beginning. The beginning was the fact that you had the seizure, but the ending was the
Mhm.
fact that you made a new friend.
Mhm.
yeah,
You found new people who actually give a
Mhm.
damn about you, to where
yeah,
they want to know what to look for and how to look at it. So if it happens, if you just so happen to be underneath them, you have people that will be there caring for you.
yeah,
So, honey, you won in the end. You always
yeah.
win in the end. You always win.
Mhm.
You always
Mhm.
win, baby.
And that's why I wanted to bring up the mental health part, because there is like I knew I was dealing with something along with the epilepsy when I was diagnosed. I just wasn't diagnosed with it until 2021, anxiety and
Mm.
depression. And I'm just like, so it needs to be talked about more,
Mhm.
the connection between mental health and epilepsy. And
Yeah.
Amen.
that's why I wanted to come on today. Like I
Amen.
I
you know,
want
I want to show what it's like, and not just like, and to show people that they aren't alone, and that it is okay to ask for that help and go to that unit. Yeah, it's not fun being there because you're locked up and you can't leave until they discharge you, but they're there to help with the mental health aspect of it. If you're in a hospital, like you're already in a hospital if you have a seizure, so
from
they can help you
somebody
with that too.
that, because I have like major depression. You know that roller coaster that you get on, that
Mm-hmm.
where it's like really high and then you drop and you're really low. Okay, I'm manic, so
Yeah.
and I can't. The medications trigger me, so there have like times where I hit that low, and it's so scary because nobody understands. You know,
Yeah.
I don't have. A lot of people don't, until you live it, you don't understand it.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So, you know, so when I say try to find the beauty in the chaos, and the reason that I own stuff is because that's the only way that I can get through it. The
Yeah.
only way. I was
Yes.
actually having a discussion with somebody tonight. I've known him since I was 15 years old, and because he has a battle. He's a friend that I know that we can have disagreements with each other, and we'll still be friends at the end of the day. So he has a different definition of mental health and everything. But
Yeah.
what matters is that we can conversate, we can communicate. I can tell him how I feel, and this is why it is. It's not not people deal with things differently. So I always try to I say find something beautiful. So Courtney, it might be a hole in the wall. It might be that whatever's hanging, but at that moment when you are down at the lowest point, and that first thing when you look up and the tears are in your eyes and you just don't know what to do and you start shaking because you don't know what to do, look at it. Just look at it and close your eyes and and pray and it helps. That physical, the feeling when you pray, you know, how you get calm in your in your heart and that and everything. Well, sometimes focusing on a physical thing will help the scientific part of your brain.
There you go.
Okay, so because I believe there is two separate things, so that's how I deal, you know. But that low, I fight it every day.
Yeah.
There you go. Terry with the slam bump for the winner up in here, giving off that beautiful, gracious advice. Because she implemented it by putting God up on it. Because the Lord is gonna come to you through the midst of your storms.
Yeah.
You know, we gonna have storms. As human beings, we're destined to have storms. But to be able to smile, like what she just said, smile at it, look at it and smile in the midst of your pain and whatnot. See, you develop a certain type of strength going through it that the storm can only take you so far. I mean, you know, because it's always the darkest at the dark, but sun comes at the light. So while you going through your storm, put a smile on, like they would say at McDonald's, which I hope y'all ain't eating that. Put a smile on, baby, bust through it, and tell her again, tell everybody again, tell the feed again what you should do. We're gonna give the mic to you, Terry. Go ahead and say what it is that you're supposed to do.
All right, I'll say, find the beauty in the chaos. Don't think of your mind as it's a storm and everything, but it's beautiful. And when you find there is nothing wrong with your mind.
Say it one more
Everybody
time.
out there, find the beauty in the chaos.
Find the beauty in the chaos. Yes.
It's also the logo for my but I came up with it because there's so much that we don't understand, but we're all beautiful. And when you own that and you don't hate it, and when you can be strong from it, and you can find the beauty within yourself. And so and then that reflects off of you. Yeah. You got some awesome vibes, girl. You can message me anytime.
Thank you.
All right,
Anytime.
look, got a new friend.
And she doesn't talk
you.
about it much, but you know, she's written what, 2 books? And you're working on a 3rd, Courtney?
Gosh, I don't even know now how many.
Too many to count.
Okay, so how about this? If we wanted to buy your books, how many of your books are currently available for sale to the public?
I should know this, but I don't.
One. There's one I know, right? Because we can go on Amazon
Yeah.
and get it right now. Regardless of that, you're a writer, and that's a great accomplishment.
Yeah.
And that's something
Yes, it
amazing you've done. A lot of people want to do, and you could help others with that too, right? And that's
so
huge.
listen to this. One thing I did in my brain when I was trying to recover from the seizures, instead my ADHD brain is like, hey, write out a whole framework of how to improve the mental health system for those with disabilities. I'm like, really, brain? I'm supposed to be recovering? Now, working on something?
Yeah, but that's good stuff. By the way, we got a shout out to Andrew Johnson in the chat. Of course, Heather Marks in the chat. Rudy Martinez, the boat in the
What's
chat.
up, all y'all in the chat?
Yeah, and he's supposed to be coming through in a bit. We also have Alyssa P in the chat. Not our Alyssa, different Alyssa. Bob, the boat, of course, like I said before, Racing Realtor, swear words. Oh, you girl. Amy in the chat. We got lots of people in the chat. Thank you guys all for tuning in. We love you.
And with my friend from Canada.
Uh-oh.
Boy.
Yep. And Andrew's from Canada. My shout out. Yep. He's my friend from Canada. He's awesome.
What's up, man?
So so I invited him to come in too. So yeah.
What part of Canada is he from?
That is awesome.
I have no idea. I just know he's from Canada.
Okay.
I have like really bad memory.
It's all good.
So, hey, Terry, so do I. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
If I can't remember how many books I have, be my mental health, right? That I'm still trying to recover from.
It could be. There's so many things that we're all melting pots when you're talking about the mental health. Like what other, when we talk about things, you have to think about the side effects of medication, like Lisa was talking about. You have to take part that people with epilepsy have a greater risk of other things. And when you have other, I mean, even if you take cold medicine, that can affect your seizure meds, your mental health meds. And another reason why I can't, it's like taking any kind of medication, that it takes about a month to get in your system, right? To get to start seeing a difference and everything. Okay, well, all right, so you start having a seizure. Which one do we tweak? Do we tweak the antidepressant? Do we tweak the seizure medicine? There's all that stuff that comes into it. Well, I got to a point where I was just like, no, I'm done. I'm done with the side effects. I can't do it. We'll focus on the seizures. We take away the antidepressants, no more seizures. But that's not for everybody, And the memory loss that comes, dude, I'm 47 years old and going through menopause. My memory is bad. So add on the epilepsy to that. Add on
brain injury. Okay.
Brain injuries. Exactly. The fall.
Can we just guys, can we just pause for a second and sing? I want you to look at your screen right now. Shout out Ashton coming in.
Y'all are in. Heather. What's up, Heather? What's up, Ashton?
I think this is a record. I think we've never had this many people on stream before.
It is.
So I'm looking at this, and Ashton and a couple of you may be too young to get this, but I know some of you will get this when I start this. But here's a story of a man named Brady who was living with
I'm going to say
that's
now,
the way,
guys,
and then we're like pointing. What? Up there, over there, over there.
You guys have it covered.
What they say, Mike? They were 4 men living all together, yet they were
alone.
They had hair of gold like their mother, the youngest one.
Oh my God.
Yes.
One day when the lady met this family, she knew it was much more than a bunch. And Heather in the building. Sorry, Heather, it's dark. I didn't know if you were like on, and then I see you're on. I was like, maybe she's like there, but she's not on. Yeah.
I missed
y'all popping tonight, huh? Y'all up on here tonight.
And it's live and lit. Let's go.
Yeah, lit. Getting it up in here, in the chat. That's what we want. This is exactly, look, y'all. This is basically what we've been trying to do. This is basically what the group is for us, to get more people engaged, not being afraid to come on, talk, discuss, because we can't really have conversations like this to a lot of people. As epileptics, you're not gonna open up to anybody. You really ain't. You really ain't, especially when you start off with it. So it's always good and calming to have a space where you can talk about it, because epilepsy is a lifestyle.
Yeah,
it is.
It's a lifestyle.
In the late 90s and early 2000s, it wasn't like this at all. Like it was hard to find groups, or to even know if there were any around.
Well, and
because people were, technology first of all.
Well, yeah, and it's like I said, man. And you even when you have seizures, you kind of forget until you have them. But it was like when I came out of my seizure, I was just so glad that I knew I was going to be able to have people to talk to who knew exactly what I was going through. I knew I could call Enrique, and he knew. I didn't have to say, to the point of you don't have to say it. And as epileptic, that's just not something you get. You know what I mean?
It'd be cold words.
Yeah. They're just like, Doug, I have one. It's like, damn. And I know he knows. You know what I mean? Like, if you're a fighter, you can't really explain what it is to lose a fight, a professional fight, which everybody does, unless you've been in the ring, right? Ashton knows. It's really hard to explain the feeling of losing a fight months of your life building up to this thing to be the best version of yourself you could ever be. Other men pouring their heart and soul into it so you can fight this other man and win, and you lose. And that happens every single fight, always.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But that's why there's a bond. It's like, man, I lost the fight. It's like few people understand what that means. So when you have a seizure like we do, few people understand what that means. And when you can talk to a brother, be like, man, I had a seizure, and they just know. That is so valuable. And I'm so glad that we're here. We can provide that to each other.
Yeah.
Sure.
Amen to
I
that.
also want to, because one thing I want to give a shout out to the caregivers also, because I feel that us that live with epilepsy, we have to have a mutual respect and pride and love for the people that take care of us and surround us. And because that takes a different kind of strength. You know, that is what, however seconds or minutes that seizure lasts, that's the caregivers, the family, the friend, our loved ones. That's when their life stops for those seconds, for those minutes, to see if ours is going to continue.
There you go.
So that is something that needs to be continuous. And
guys, we have a theme song. All of us epileptics have a theme song for our caretakers. We have a theme song, so much so it's loaded into our show.
I love it.
Yeah. All of us over here, thank you.
You have to actually hear that. Hear that. That's why I said the collective cannot be the collective without the collective. The collective is not just epileptics, but it's the ones who care for the epileptics. That's the community right there. Yes, we are all treating us. We think about the same basis as epilepsy, but the collective cannot be the collective without the collective. And in order to be a collective, it has to be everything collected, meaning the epileptic, the caregivers, and everybody that's in between, and put them right there in there to become the collective. So we try to make it. We try to make it. If we don't do it enough on behalf of the F.E.E.D, I'm going to apologize if we're not doing it enough by giving time and shout outs to all the caregivers, the parents, the brothers, the sisters, the cousins, the grandmothers, the grandfathers, whoever the caregiver may be, because like we all know, we're going through it, but we don't see what y'all go through, but we know y'all going through something, you know, and it might be 5 minutes, which we are out, but those 5 minutes that we're having can probably be the longest 5 minutes that you may be having, because you see and don't know whether or not.
Yep, exactly.
You know what, Enrique? I want to say something to that as a caregiver. That just came up for me when you said that. First of all, we need to trademark, okay, the epileptic collective. Okay, Mike, you need to make a note of that. Great brand right there, Enrique. Just dropping nuggets right there. So the epileptic collective, I love it. Something that came up for me when you were saying that as a caregiver, that I wonder if Heather can relate to this as a caregiver, that, you know, it seems as though because we're on the outside watching you all have these seizures, right? I think one of the biggest things that we struggle with is the feeling of helplessness.
Yes.
And I wonder if Heather can relate to that as a caregiver. Is like, it's like there's so little we could do. I mean, yes, we can protect your head and we can be there with you and we can, but it's like it's like we can't stop it. Do you know what I'm saying? We've talked about this before. We cannot fix it, right? So we are going through it with you, but we're on the outside of it, peering in. And it sometimes, I mean, I wouldn't even say sometimes, all the time, feeling so helpless that we can't do more for you in that situation.
100%. 100%.
It's interesting you say that, Lisa, because I know it from both sides, unfortunately, because I've
Yeah.
seen people have seizures.
Mhm.
And I literally freeze up. Even though I know what to do, I freeze up. I'm like,
Mhm.
I forget, like, what am I supposed to do?
Well,
Mhm.
when anybody in that instance, I mean, and that's something that I'm actually trying to break in my community, is that initial instance of fear, because it's a traumatic thing to see somebody that happen. It's natural to freak out.
Have
I
any of you guys seen a seizure? Like yourself have a seizure?
Yeah, I have.
I have not.
Mm.
No,
So
somebody
that
videotaped
was
it.
like, honestly, that was the probably like the most opening, like where I felt what a caregiver feels, because in reality, so I have two younger brothers. They're 15 and 16, so obviously
Hmm.
I don't want them to see that. But one time I had one, and it was like 7 minutes, and I wouldn't come out of it. And then uh and then my mom ended up calling the ambulance, and that was the only time when it was, that long. And eventually it kept going. And I asked my mom before that, will you record it, so I could see. And like, I literally have a video, like a 7-minute video of myself having a seizure. So that was like,
Mhm.
so like opening, I guess. But then it's like, I don't know, I feel like when, as the person that has them, it almost feels like, I guess you can say, like a letdown, to your family, for me. Because, for example, I could have them multiple times a week or not again for a few months. So like, um, if I'm not having them, my mom or my brothers will be like, "Oh my God, you haven't had a seizure in a while," and I'm like, "Yeah, like, no, you're doing so good." And then 2 days later, it'll happen. And I'm like,
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
And I
Mhm.
think that's what frustrated me being at the mental health program, and having the 3 seizures there. Yeah, there were nurses and like mental health workers is there, right? But it was knowing that there's other patients in the program that are watching it happen too. And like, how traumatic is it for them?
Mhm.
Because they don't know what to do. I mean, one of my friends from the unit is in a program and does come to the groups that I'm in sometimes. So she does know what to do. And the others are starting to recognize, like, when I'm having one. But still, I feel bad for them, because it's like they're there to get better for their mental health, right? And I'm sure it doesn't help their mental health watching somebody have a seizure.
Mhm. Mhm.
so
Yeah,
you,
there's a great
I mean,
deal of
feeling that
PTSD.
guilt about having them.
Mhm.
well, Michael, yours like during the day, like are you like fully awake when?
The last one, most of the time, mine happen when I'm asleep. When I'm sleeping, give me 1 second here on our audios. Audio is tricky. Yeah, that's the one. Most of the time it happens when I'm asleep. Very rarely am I awake and I have a seizure. So, because I almost feel like I can kind of like breathe and calm down, get to water, get kind of like, not saying I can completely shut it down because I don't really know if that's possible, but I feel like I can kind of work myself into a calmer place if I feel heavy auras or like that vibe, and it feels real. I know to like really shut down.
See, that's
Like
so
for
crazy.
Mhm.
My
go ahead.
my mom had no idea about those auras, like, at all, and I kind of explained it to her like today. Like, so I don't know the causes, I guess you can say, of my seizures. I think it's definitely alcohol, anger, stress, and that's probably mainly it. But I do know they
By
come
the
from
way,
like,
not for nothing, but those three things all are like best friends.
Yeah,
Alcohol,
Mhm.
anger, and stress you're going to find the more you have of one, the more you're going to have of the other, and then magically the other. It's like a
right.
three-strand cord
And
meant to drag you to hell.
because when
But
I
go ahead.
like feel like that, it like sometimes I don't. The part that I hate is like I'm like, all right, I'm overwhelmed, but then I don't know if I'm gonna have one in the morning, so I'll tell my mom like, "Yo, like, or I don't know, like but then sometimes it doesn't happen, so I'm like, I don't know, but then I never know if it will.
Well, if
So
we could
Oh,
just say something real fast on that, I appreciate the fact you called me last night and you spoke to me a little bit about that because it's really good if you can be dialed in enough to kind of know what your triggers are and you potentially might be on the way to one to be able to downshift. You know what I mean? To be able to
Mhm.
take the steps. For
Yeah.
me, it's cool. I need cool temperature. I need water, and I need to basically lay down or kind of shut down my brain as much as possible. Breathe deep is another really helpful thing. Do you try that, Ashton?
I
I mean, like kind of, but like also like I really I really don't know like when that's gonna be, what it is, but like um you sometimes like recently, so they've been when like I'll get up to like go to the bathroom at like 5 in the morning, and like I'll be
mhm.
walking, and then boom, it'll just happen. So like it's been while I was asleep usually,
Mhm.
but then out of nowhere, like it was like I start going to the bathroom, and then
Mhm.
I'll be
Mhm.
just fall. But it's annoying because I'll feel it, like it's like I'll be walking and I'm like, oh God, no, and then I just feel myself hit the ground.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let me ask you a question, man. Like you said, you feel it right before it comes. What exactly do you feel that makes you go, "Oh God, no"?
Well, it
Like,
just depends. So like I feel like something like in my neck, and then like my
mhm.
body like starts to pull. So like I'll be walking like this normally,
Okay.
and it'll just be like, and then I slowly, and then I'll turn like spin in a circle and like hit the ground.
Okay, so Ashton, have you felt that feeling more than once when you had a seizure more than once? Like, have you
Yeah,
felt that that might be your aura sign right there? That's the warning before the seizure. So when
but I
you
can't.
feel that tightness, like back there, you get that spin. That's basically, now I don't know what type of aura it is, but an aura is a warning, and that's your
Well, yeah,
warning because
so,
you
so
said you
like
felt it more than once.
sometimes it's weird because like um like I'll get like really like hot and overheated and stuff, and
Uh
then
huh.
feel like I can't breathe, and then the next morning it'll happen. But then like when I get up and then that does happen, there's like it's pretty much, I guess, it's like not an aura for me in that situation. It's just the start of the seizure, and there's nothing I can like I can't even like yell out for help. Like it just kind of happens.
Okay. Consumption. Yeah. Okay. Okay. What do you know? What type you have?
Well, so no, that's the it started out when I was in like the first grade.
Yeah.
And they were just like we'd be talking, and then I'd just be like, and then come right back into the conversation like 30 seconds later. Um, but then when I was like probably 16, 17, staying at my uncle's, out of nowhere, I just had one while I was sleeping. And um, yeah. And the other part I hate is like, you never know like which version you're going to get, because like there's been times where um, at like I was staying downtown Cleveland, and like pretty much I was living it with my friend, and I was trying to get out the door, and this girl was way too small, so she would call my friend. He would run up the stairs, and then uh, he got in, and I'm like, I literally picked him up and slammed him into the fridge and like tried to fight him, and then all the EMS people, because in Cleveland they have bulletproof vests on, so I thought they were cops, but I didn't know. So like when I got in the ambulance, like I'm like, oh my God, like I'm so sorry. Like they're like, bro, you're a young kid having a seizure. People shoot at us for no reason. That didn't bother us. So I'm like, all right. But then, like, the next time it happened, when my stepdad had to call the police, I was literally like trying to kiss him on the mouth. I'm like, bro, give me a kiss. And he's like, bro, what? I'm like, yeah, like I want a hug. I want a kiss. He's like, no, I'll give you a kiss on your head. But I'm like, no, like on the mouth. Like, and I had no idea I was even saying that.
Mm.
So it was really weird.
Yeah, man. Yeah, that's the depth of epilepsy. You'll never know what type. You know, like you have a type that your body might be consistent with, but from out of nowhere, at any point in time, you can be having a different one that you've never experienced before. You see, that's the thing with epilepsy and dealing with the brain. You know, the brain is gonna do what the brain is gonna do whenever the brain wants to do it. You know, it might have you on a resume to where, okay, I have this type. I've been having this type for 20, 30, 40 years. Then on another day, you have something that's totally different, but it's deemed in the same thing as being a seizure. That's the thing with the brain, which is why me personally, I feel like epilepsy should get looked at way more than what it gets, because we're talking about a brain disorder. So your brain is out of order. So if the main thing that causes your whole body to move, control, gives out shocks and things that tell your body to move this pinky, move that finger, move this toe, move this kneecap. If your brain is out of order, then your body's out of order. Why doesn't epilepsy get looked at in that type of manner? We're talking about the most important organ in the brain, in the body, which is the brain. If your brain stops working, you're gone. The same way like with your heart. If your brain stops, that's it. That's it.
Yes, and to add to that, I was told once by a doctor, and then when I went to file for disability, that the problem is that it's not tangible. You can't see. I mean, we have tests that see, you know, in a broader area, but then it moves. Okay, so like, because my seizures, you know, they started off focal. You know, we had a place where it was starting. Yeah. Well, now I'm generalized. They're all over. So, and then, I mean, with consistent, you know, going to the doctor consistently and everything. That's why another reason why I tell my story is because mostly it's all the mistakes that I made that could have changed my diagnosis and prognosis. I mean, that because I'm in this doctor at Chicago Memorial. I stayed there. He told me that my brain was beautiful. It was so interesting, but I was going to be in that 1% of all people with epilepsy that will always have seizures. There will not. I will continuous tweak medicines. Oh, sorry, you guys. And that's, you know, that's how my life is going to be, which I've accepted it. You know, I mean, when I was diagnosed, they told me that it was going to happen. So, but I didn't, because you're exactly right. We look at the different organs in different ways, what controls what from the body and everything. And your brain is your computer. So there's got, you know, we need more doctors that look at our computer. Yes. There's not a lot of them. And then when it takes at least 6 months to get in to see one, and you know, I didn't even know there was an epileptologist.
Neither did I. Not at the beginning.
I had to find out a long way too.
Yep, 3 years ago.
Yes, that's when I found out. Basically, somebody who specializes up in epilepsy. I thought the whole time it was a neurologist.
Yep, exactly. And I'm not saying that neurologists are bad. They're not. No, but there's so many things that get lumped into. You know, they cover so much. Right. Now, one of my favorite on he's a neuro interpreter, and I've posted a couple things from him, and he's on all platforms, but he really breaks things down. He says that he's a neurologist, that he doesn't specify. He makes a point of saying, I'm a neurologist, so I don't specify as an epileptologist. So he's really upfront and honest. He breaks things down to like my level, where I don't understand like half the stuff the doctor tells me sometimes. But I think that's another barrier, that we when we discuss our epilepsy, each and every one of our, stories and stuff, we find that barrier that we have, as far as like people asking questions, and then try to, oh, thank you. My son gave me French fries.
Awesome.
I think that we, I've seen, I don't know how to put this without sound. We break down the barriers to make each other comfortable. Not just the person that's asking the questions, but us that are giving the answers, and how we give those answers, because everybody's not comfortable in the same, talking about it in the same way. I think that's in general everywhere, but I think that's one of the things that I would like to see all of us do as a collective, is try to get people asking the questions.
Amen.
So
Yeah.
But yeah, so no, that's definitely right about the doctors, how they take so long. That's the one reason that right now I'm not on any medication for epilepsy, because like they say that it's oh so serious, and oh my God, you need to get it taken care of and looked at. But then when you schedule an appointment, they schedule 6 months out, and then you got to come back another, and so when I go there and I tell them I have bad effects with the epilepsy medicine, they say, oh no, that's not right. So that's why I'm in these groups, so I can show, screenshot it and show other people. But it's so crazy to me, the technology that we have in today's world. Like, there's literally self-driving cars that are bulletproof, but we can't figure out a cure to epilepsy. Like not even just cancer, but cancer, epilepsy, all these different things. Like, we can figure out how to have a car that we don't even have to drive, but we can't figure out how to fix that.
So it's interesting you'd say that, because
Very interesting.
when I was in the mental health unit, the psychiatrist that was covering on the weekend that I was there, I brought up concerns about like psychiatry saying it's neurological, but neurology saying it's psychological, and like for like whatever I'm experiencing. And I really appreciated the psychiatrist.
Lisa, are you still in the car?
It's both. He literally said it's both. It can be both. And I was like, wow. Thank you. A psychiatrist that's being honest with me.
So it's a validation of it, that this is what it is. This is not, I'm not one or the other. And the validation of it.
That's not like, it's not.
Yeah. And
don't tell me it's the other one.
What's like so crazy is I think that every single one of us could write our own book about our story.
No doubt.
Because so pretty much I was telling Lisa about it before, but my mom,
we're gonna start making fun of Lisa here in a minute, just so you know.
so pretty much
I was just falling asleep, but I think it's funny that Ashton's like, Lisa, you're still in the car. And Ashton, I want to thank you so much for talking to Haley today. Thank you so much.
So it's so crazy. I think we could all literally write a book, because I was telling Lisa, my mom, she went to this tattoo convention, and pretty much this lady that has epilepsy wrote a book about her story and gave it to my mom. So it's literally called My Battle with Epilepsy, but obviously we wouldn't copy the chapters, but like I was reading some of it, And it would be literally so easy for us to just write a book off the names of chapters and just rant. Like
Yes.
this one, embarrassment. The next one, going to sleep. Denial. Like family. And then like there's what if my kids get it? There's literally just so many topics that just those like few topics alone, I could go on like hour rants probably and just write a book, but I don't have the right punctuation.
Well, and hold it, guys. To kind of keep it rolling, Terry sent me some stuff, and this is something we do want to talk about. Speaking of that, excuse me, guys. Let me pull this up. I thought this was great. We're gonna share it because she shared it on her Facebook, so don't think it's cool. Andrew is getting tea, and he'll be right back. By the way, I do a show with I do about at least once a week. I do a show with a guy out of Vancouver. The show is based out of Canada, so I get way too much Maple Leaf action for my own taste. You know what I mean?
Andrew's so awesome, and he can really he can spark up a conversation. That's for sure. Oh, don't I look beautiful? I look
Hot.
gorgeous.
Let's go. You know what I mean? Let's go.
Right.
Let's go. I want to thank you for sharing this. You know what I mean? I want to.
Do you guys do you guys
I wanna
go to
thank
the
you.
hospital?
Sometimes you have to.
Yeah.
He
yeah.
has to go to the hospital. Sometimes you
I
have
was
to.
told that I have to.
Or in
Yeah,
my
so, but-
case, if you're already in the hospital and they have to take you to the ER.
Well, and specifically what I want to talk about here and what she was sharing is look at these blue bars, guys.
Yeah.
You see these
They're
blue
supposed
bars
to be
here?
padded.
Terry, talk to us.
All
Talk
right.
to us about
So
this.
you see the blue bars, okay?
Yeah.
That's your rail.
Okay.
The pads are on each side. They're not covering the rail. And
Okay.
then when I got, and they had to go search for them, and it's not the nurse's fault. This is the beautiful hospital panties that are covering a blanket because they couldn't find another seizure pad.
What?
So yeah,
Wow.
so that's the makeshift one that was there. And I've had that problem with several hospitals that they just don't have enough supplies, and they don't have enough, and they have to go search for them in other floors, and the nurse, she apologized to me, and I said, it's not your fault. And so then when I got onto my floor, to my room, those are the actual seizure pads that you're supposed to have. See how they're padded, and they're
Yeah.
padded at the top, and then there is that one area that's still, there's padding there, but it's so they can grab the rail. So that's what it's supposed to be. So you take that comparison into, that's one hospital, and there's only one. Yeah, exactly. That's post-op. That's where I was post-op compared to where I was in my room, and I only had the two. And then even with, if you think about it, the blankets, I love it when they're warm. I love their warm blanket. However, that's not padding. That will
Trash.
bust
Yeah, that's
your
what they
head.
do. That's
Yeah,
what they do in mine.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
that's
that's
how
what
we
I
do
wanted to
it.
share. Yeah.
The closest hospital to my house, they just put blankets and towels.
And that's the problem that I've realized. And now I'm reaching out. I want to find out across everywhere if this is a problem that everybody faces, because in Indiana, there's too many gaps in the law. And, and I see the nationwide thing. I know what's going on. However, but these specifically, I'm talking, okay, my town, in my area, that's where I can, focus things, but there's not enough everywhere. So that's what I want to know, is if everybody has this problem, or if it's just, if it's just Indiana. So
You're not alone. You're not alone. Trust me.
It's kind of crazy. Cleveland Clinic is supposed to be like like the up there the number 5 epilepsy neurology institution, and they as in the number 5, they're not doing a very good job.
No, that can cause just as many. I mean, you can't see it because the light, but I have a dent in my forehead. I chipped my tooth because of people who don't understand protocol, and those rails are hard as hell.
They are. Look, yes, they are. I just felt them the other day.
Yeah, and it's just it's ridiculous. It's got.
Yes, it is.
It's ridiculous.
I do wonder though why
most
there's no type of like home, like home tests, I guess you can say, because like for example, if they say, oh, we want you to come in for a 72-hour EEG, well, I'm probably not going to do it because in reality, I'm probably not going to have a seizure. Like I can't just be, let's just have one,
Yeah,
so
that part right there.
I think they should have at home testing. But then I was also thinking about it, and so my mom, she got me an Apple Watch. There's this app that can track if you have seizures, and I thought, oh my God, that's a really good idea. Like, but then I never used it because it's just so uncomfortable to sleep with an Apple Watch on, and like there's like that thing underneath it. It's like a kind of a half of a circle, so it'll dent your wrist or bruise your wrist. So I don't like that. But what I was wondering, and I can't find one anywhere, but I was wondering if there's some type of like I don't know, like how we have, like we put a sheet down. Imagine if there was like a thing that was almost like a sheet, and it could like sense if you're having a seizure, like if you're put it underneath your sheet and it's just a flat thing, and I don't know, there's some type of
early detection. I love that idea. Yeah.
Yeah, well, because they have so many other type of detection things, but then I was thinking about it, and most of those are going to be usually while you're awake. You're not able to test for those while you're asleep. So it's like if we had something like that, and it could, and like let's say it detects you're having a seizure, and then it puts a almost like an alarm clock, like alert to your caregiver's phone or something. I don't know.
So at least the epilepsy.
Can't seem to find one.
Mid-Atlantic Epilepsy and Sleep Center, which is where my epileptologist works, they actually do the at-home 72-hour test.
Sound is messed.
Like, because we were talking about it today, and I said I'm not comfortable doing it at home because there's no like railings on the side of my bed.
Mm-hmm.
So wait, are you saying that the early warning test can induce seizures, or no? Are you?
No, I'm saying it. Like they tell you,
if you feel like you're having a seizure, you want to go ahead and go to the hospital and not just hang out and see. Is what you're saying, yeah?
Well, because they literally say don't do anything that makes you sweat, and those things that they put on your head for home, they make you sweat. I'm like, you're giving me something that makes me sweat and makes me look like a mummy.
Somebody told you for seizure therapy, don't do anything that makes you sweat?
Yeah.
That's weird.
That
I've never heard of that. No, I've never heard that before.
Me neither.
No, because they wrap your head with so much stuff.
Yeah, I've had the ambulatory.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah, I got you.
Yeah.
I can't.
For electronics.
Because they get wet and whatnot.
You put like the computer off, a laptop off to the side. And see, I didn't like that either because I'd be looking over and I'd be like, what does that terminology mean?
It's weird because they came in and they gave me the laptop. They stuck all that stuff on my head, and then I had to carry around the video recorder. The only place I couldn't take, that was the bathroom that I didn't have taken in there. But everywhere I was carrying around the stick, had the laptop there.
But
And it's
they
just,
told me that I didn't have to take it downstairs with me when I went down for meals. They said I could just do it in my room. But
I can
That's-
Y'all know
understand.
what I find messed up? What I find messed up is why is it always so? It seems like when they give you like that week-long EEG, where you're up in the hospital, they took you out for medications and whatnot, and the whole week don't nothing happen.
Yep.
Nothing happen. But as soon as your ass make it home within the first or second day, you go into one of the worst seizures that you done had in years. Why
Yup.
is it? I never understood that. I just haven't been able to come to terms with that, because out of all times for your brain to want to act a fool and do it, now they say you want to be in order, and then once I make it home, now you want to give me hell.
Yeah, but it's also so crazy. They got those nurses that I feel like they should have a nurse, an epilepsy nurse or something that can come to your house and do it. Because for old people, for the old folks, they got nursing aides that come to the house. So why can't they run that test in your house and have a nurse come and do it there?
So
That's why
I
say
like that
it-
idea. Can I tell you why I don't think they do that? To be real, I think it's two reasons.
For
One,
some reason, I can't
because
hear
they
Michael.
don't. We're gonna drop you out and drop you back. Come back in, okay? One reason I think that they don't just send home health nurses is because, one is because they don't know enough about it, and because seizures are so it's not dialed in. I still don't think to this day you could walk in and every single time they're like, "Oh, you had a seizure because ABC happened," and boom, they still aren't quite sure.
Right.
And then the other thing would be because they're that serious. It's not like a diabetic who might just pass out and we need to get them some sugar, and not that there's anything wrong with that person also needing help too. Can you hear me now, Ashton? All right, rock on. And not that they're not that serious, to take care of diabetics, but 1 in 1,000 will die, right? From an epileptic seizure or a seizure.
Yes.
So that's so serious. I think that they're like, we're not comfortable just bringing a home health nurse in because of the SUDEP part of it. And that's something that,
they need
we
to
really
make
need to get
for the
to
brain.
understand.
test. They need
That's-
to make the
that's
test
what
more
it is.
accurate too, because
Well-
it doesn't detect every kind of seizure.
Well, right, there's that, but then, Michael, you are right. But the thing is, I think at the same time, they should definitely still figure it out, because these people go and get a college degree to do this, and we could at any point be alone and die from a seizure. So at that point, how is, what I mean? Like, I feel like if there's a medical professional there, just because they don't want to see you die from a seizure, like you went to school, you're a nurse. I mean, right? So that's kind of the risk that you take. Like, that's the same. Like it could happen to us just because they're not, they're not here. It could happen alone.
I think a lot of it has to do with the fact. Let's just go back to the main word, fear. Fear. When people, human beings, don't understand things and find like a loophole or whatnot, they go through that loophole and leave it just like that. See, the thing with epilepsy has been here since the dawn of time. I mean, we always talk about it. They used to burn people because they thought that they were demonic, because they was having convulsions and things like that. Still to this day, with the brain being the most complex, it's your computer. If your computer crashes, your body crashes. I think that is also a fear up in the medical field, because they are finding cures and things like that. But the brain is on a whole nother level. That takes a lot of schooling, a lot of training, and then you still may not get it, because it's the brain. The brain is going to do whatever it wants to do. Now you're looking for this, which is part of the reasons for the EEGs. They're looking to see what type you have, like this. But when you hear that you're about to have an EEG, your mind can get focused.
Mm-hmm.
And make it maybe cut off all of that backdraft talk and things like that, and you be so focused on, okay, I need to have a seizure, that you don't have it.
And
Your
and
brain.
that's so crazy because it's not just like I thought at first, maybe it's just me, but I feel like it's also how do they not have the technology to figure out a test that's accurate, because none of us are in the same state, right? And that same thing happens. So clearly there's hundreds of more people in your state and my state and all these people's states that
millions.
That right.
Yeah.
So how are you guys, not you, but healthcare providers, how are you guys not seeing that clearly the EEG is not working, and you're probably, realistically, they're probably only getting, I don't know, 2 out of 10 people to actually have a seizure during an EEG. So how do they not have another test that is more accurate by now?
When I talked
You're
about
correct.
how you are
just real fast. I want to send a shout out to Andrew hitting the y'all on us. Oh, you're saying y'all, you got a fresh cup of tea under your maple leaf, and you're saying y'all. Talking to the southern folks, eh?
You want Andrew? He can talk some hockey too. Let me tell you, he can. Yeah, he
But
can
it
talk
doesn't
some.
matter. We're superior. You know.
So I experienced dissociation and absence seizures. So when I was in the mental health unit, I had no clue which one I was having. There was only one time I knew which one I was having, and that's because the psychiatrist I was telling you guys about, he suggested getting a cup of ice and putting my hand in the cup of ice. And I automatically took my hand out, and that meant it was dissociation. And I was like, wow, okay. But see, I don't do that here at home because I don't think women have a cup of ice in my room. But whenever I might dissociate.
I honestly, let's not go to the Canadians 1-6. I hate Tampa Bay. Yeah, what can we say? Shout out Tampa Bay. Baker Mayfield is their quarterback. OU Sooners. OU right here. I got an autographed Baker Mayfield football right there in my studio. So anyway,
has a new uniform combination, and I hate it.
I know. It's awful. Anyway,
I don't know why other Ravens fans like it, but I don't.
Who is that? Is that KC?
No, this is the Chicago Bears.
Oh, Chicago. It was the lighting.
Chicago Bears.
This is the Super Bowl mug.
Don't you mean the Northern Indiana Bears?
Hey, I don't want to talk about that.
It's like the New Jersey Giants and New Jersey Jets.
Yeah, no, hey, I love the Northern Indiana Bears. They're like, we didn't come to cause no trouble. We just came to do the Northern Indiana Chicago Bears shuffle. I love it.
Guys are crazy. Oh, it's like nails on a chalkboard to me. I'm like, are you serious? How can we do this? I was raised a Chicago Bear, and I live in Indiana, but we live close enough to Chicago. We just integrate. I am not a Colts fan. I'm not an Indiana fan. Well, I am. But
how could you not be a
they're taking my Chicago.
Colts are a better team, bro.
Fan because
Super Bowl.
I'm in Maryland. Okay?
Yeah. They won on my birthday. The only time they won, I was 6 years old. But man, we had one. Yep. So I got that.
Y'all won with the fridge and my boy Walter Payton from Mississippi. Yes.
Yes.
Sweetness. I know.
Sweetness. Jim McMahon, baby. Yes. Jim McMahon.
Yeah, Walter Payton also played back in that different era where you had to be way tougher. You know,
Yeah.
you had
because he
kept
had
the
no
rock.
offensive line.
No, and they'd give him a lot more carries, and it was
They
okay.
did.
There was no chop block illegal. I mean, they went right for his knees, and it was legal to do so back then.
Right.
And he
Mhm.
still put up more than guys today. So
Exactly. They just let
Exactly.
you know the dawn of the times. The times were different. It was tougher, but hey, if you can do it back then, and you got put in today's era, you'll probably do twice as good as you did back then. So
that's true.
hey,
Mhm. What's up,
That
Courtney?
is fair.
I'm probably going to mention what do you think of self-care, because that's a mental health thing too. So I'm gonna practice self-care and go right now.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
not tired,
Oh,
but
get some sleep, young lady. I know it's late. We
Yeah.
party. What can I say?
I'm
Go
not
hard.
tired. I'm not tired.
Oh, okay. Fair.
I'm just trying to practice what they tell us in mental health units. Self-care.
okay, honey. Well, look, Courtney, we're gonna let you get up on your thing, honey. We're gonna let you get up on your thing and do whatever it is that you about to do, baby. And hey, we love you, honey. We love you
Yep.
so much, Courtney. And as
Yeah,
always,
love
it
you
was
so
great.
much, Courtney.
Yes, it was great to see you, honey. It really
It was
was.
Thank
nice
you.
to
Great
meet
see
you.
Nice to meet
Message
See?
me
you.
anytime.
Love you,
Yeah.
Courtney.
Thank you.
Courtney, read Proverbs 3:24 before you go to sleep tonight, okay?
Okay, thank you.
Okay, I love you. Okay,
Bye.
bye.
Love you, Courtney.
Okay, Courtney. You gonna holler back at you, baby?
All
Oh.
right.
Yeah.
I do have to say, I have the Super Bowl Shuffle on beta on 45.
Oh, now it's gonna do this.
Oh,
Uh-oh.
yeah. This girl
Uh-oh.
was all up. Yeah, I got that stuff.
Like it look like you got some started, buddy.
Oh yeah, no, Chicago fans don't know any better. You know what I mean?
We're only like, one of the oldest, of the teams.
Yeah.
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 My
I'm
history.
talking
Ravens fan. My
yeah,
As
Ravens.
long
Ravens
as you're
are
not a
awesome.
Green Bay fan, then we'll get on,
I ain't
right?
never been. Never been. No, but I do love. Hey, Reggie White was my dude back when he was playing. Now, big boy. That was my boy. That big, right there, nose in the middle of the line. Reggie White. Yes.
Oh man, getting them in the dirt. Oh, and in the snow. There is nothing like a winter football game in open stadium. I've never been to one, but I'm pretty sure it's epic.
I've never understood that. I don't know how y'all could be outside and it snow like that. I am a southern boy. Nope. I am fine within the confines of my home. Watching it. I guess I'm not as diehard as y'all. I'm not gonna go to no football game and it's snowing like that. No. Hey.
I've got so much metal in my body right
I love
anymore.
Enrique. It's so funny.
I'm not doing it.
I'd probably freeze up.
Okay, can I be released?
Yes,
course.
Lisa,
No,
look, baby, look. Thank you, Lisa.
You guys,
Thank you,
I
Lisa.
need self-care. I need some self-care, you guys. I'm exhausted.
Get your 19 hours, however many hours you need, honey. Go ahead, get on.
I gotta go to
Y'all
bed,
give a shout out
guys.
for
I'm
Lisa
like
for
falling
holding
asleep.
the lock down up in this thing right here.
All right, get some
I love
rest,
you guys.
girl.
All right.
We love
Bye,
you.
Lisa.
Look how full
Bye,
my car
Lisa.
is.
I know.
Yeah, Lisa, go get yourself in the bed.
If I open the doors, everything's gonna fall out. Should I try to open one of the doors and see if it all falls
No.
out?
Actually, yes, of course. Go do it, Lisa.
Wait, hold
Let's go. Let's go.
Wait, what?
Next week.
Wait. Oh my God, I'm so nervous. Wait, hold on, Becky. Wait, hold on. Let me see if I can do it.
All right.
Okay, hold on. Let
This
me
will be
see.
fun.
Let me see. Oh my God, do you think one of the doors, do you think it's gonna fall out?
We
my
need a
God.
viral moment. Let's get a
Oh my
viral
God.
moment.
No, I can't. Like, if I do, I open up the back, the whole thing's gonna fall out. Seriously, like, I'm not kidding. Like, I'm like, okay, hold on. Let me see. Okay, should I try it from the back or the side? Let me see. Okay. Oh my God, I'm so nervous.
Rip it like a
It did
band-aid.
it. It's not. It's not. It's just look.
Good.
Yeah.
All right.
I love it.
That's less work for you, honey. I mean, you ain't got to pick up nothing.
Oh my God, this is like Tetris, you guys. I'm not even kidding you.
It reminds me,
Okay.
you remember those old school baggers, and the deal was bagging all your groceries, and then they would just cut the brown bag,
Yeah.
right? And if they could
Yeah.
cut it, and all the groceries stayed together. That was like the skill. That's what she just did with her car. You know what I mean?
She was trying the bath.
In the
She
bag.
was trying the bath.
Yeah.
No, I'm
gonna
like
give you one
nervous.
too.
I don't want to do it because I have a feeling one of these doors is gonna like. Oh, I did it! It didn't. It didn't.
Ah, yeah.
Oh, she got it in there good.
I did it. I did it. Oh my God, you guys, I can't believe it. Oh my Lord. I'm
us one good look.
exhausted.
Give us a good look at the truck real fast. The
The
car.
trunk. Should I try to open it? Oh my God, I'm like so nervous right now. Okay, let's see. If it like.
Put the camera on it, not your ear.
Oh my God, I did
Right.
it! It's in it all.
Woo! Look at that! Yeah, we're good.
It's in there.
I love it.
Oh my gosh, I'm so exhausted. Okay, love you guys.
All right, I love you too.
Love you too.
Bye.
We love
you. Love you guys.
Try to get some rest. I'll talk to you tomorrow. Bye. Oh, she's out. She was tired. All right. Woo! All right, Mom's gone. Let's party. You know what I mean? Come on.
Mike,
Andrew, it's an awesome group.
It is an awesome group. He says
Yeah.
he loves Tetris. I
He
love Tetris too. Oh, by the way, Canadian football is wild, man. You only have 3 downs. It is nuts.
man.
Yeah, man. That's a quick. It's way quicker. It reminds me of our what do you call it? League. Oh no, I don't want to do that. Hold on. I need to do a thing. Hold on.
A thing. Ooh, so while you're doing a thing, so Sunday, Micaiah is supposed to be on in the morning. So we're gonna try it again. But then
Okay.
Sunday night, I'm trying to think about, because I really haven't done a lot of preparing for anything for episode. So I'm kind of thinking about just having people get questions and bring them to me, and I can just do it that way. Because, like, really, I haven't prepared anything since this past week with the surgery and everything. I'm just kind of like, I would really like to answer questions.
That's the best thing, because the best thing to do is to educate. All you got to do is talk about what it is that you deal with. You know, that's good enough right there. Just the fact that you deal with it and you can talk about it, that's good enough. That's the thing with epilepsy. Look, we got enough to write a book. We got enough to write a book. So if we got enough to write a book, we got enough to talk about without even thinking about, what I'm gonna talk about. Just let them actually just tell them. Shit, excuse me.
I'm really gonna dive into the whole. I have a project, and it's gonna take time, but I'm taking Grey's Anatomy, ER, Chicago Med, and I'm breaking those bitches down.
Okay.
I want to see how many episodes, and I got time to do this. So I want to see how many episodes have tonic clonic, how many, I want a breakdown, because I want to see how TV is portraying things, and we know how they portray things, but I want a comparison. So yeah, it's going to take time, but that's the Indiana history. A guy, you've met him. You guys interviewed him. He's actually going to talk to somebody about Native American or Native Indians and their superstitions and stuff, and how it's progressed today, or if it's aligned with medicine and that kind of thing. So he's talking to a doctor about that. But Can you believe the whole eugenics thing in Indiana? I mean, that totally blew my mind. We set a precedent for the whole freaking world about who's going to have babies. So I'm having issues with that.
Guys, we got a new entry into the party.
All right. What's up, Andrew?
Hey, how are you?
Man, you tell us, man. Terry been up here talking about you, man. How you doing, bro?
I'm doing all right.
I even sang him happy birthday too, Michael.
Well, happy birthday to you, man.
That was last week.
I
know. Me too.
Yeah. Just getting it.
Well, happy belated, then.
Happy belated. Yeah, man. Thank you for joining us, bro. Up in Canada, man. It's funny because, like,
see, you got the hood on, man. It must
I
be
know,
cold
and the
right
hat.
now.
Is it cold up in there right now? Where you're at?
11 degrees Celsius. Yeah, that's cold enough for my ass.
No.
Yeah, no, thank you. No to the thank you. Also,
it got warm and then it went down to 11. I'm like, no.
No, thank you.
It's bipolar weather for us.
At the CFL hat on.
Yeah, this was given to me by what's his name? During the Titian, he was a broadcaster up here. So
okay,
I think 23. Yeah, 23. He had the cancer.
He just got drafted to the CFL. Anthony Gershio, he's a quarterback.
We didn't do our draft yet.
When did he get drafted? I don't know. It's on his Instagram.
Oh, well, he probably getting drafted soon because we haven't had our draft yet.
Yeah, he got a thing with the CFL. It's all over.
Oh, okay. Well,
they call him the White Lamar Jackson.
Oh gosh.
Right, okay.
All right. I'll be watching him. I'll be watching.
No, he will. He'll watch the stuff while we're going. I mean, he's.
I watched every team that's aside from my Montreal Alouettes, who went to the Grey Cup last year. I'll be watching every team. So
it's like NFL Live. You know, you got all of them all over the place. And
yeah, but we only have 9 teams, so we don't have to worry about who's going to win.
Oh.
Andrew, I got something I want to pull up for you. This is Friday night, so for you may not know, but basically, you know, we deal with epilepsy, a support group. We deal with a lot of heavy stuff a lot of the time, and we specifically make this group on purpose because, honestly, man, I don't know of another place like in the world, in real life or online, where, hey, man, are you epileptic? Do you want to hang out?
Mm-hmm.
Do you want to kick it? Do you want to watch some silly videos and just hang out with some like-minded folk and just kick it on a Friday night? And that's why we do this, right? And a lot of us, unfortunately, are homebound. And so because we're homebound, we don't get to go out on Friday nights like a lot of folks would. So I'm like, if you got an internet connection, come kick it. You know what I mean? We're going to do some silly stuff and stuff like that. So if you're wondering, we do that. And I got something I want to show you. But first, before we get to that, I got about like 3 little shorts I want to bring up. This one right here, y'all, look, man, it's getting crazy. We're talking about TV, right? This is my boy Sam Tripoli, good old friend and one of the best stand-up comedians working today. One of those guys, you know, that like he just still banging it out in the clubs, had a few specials, still one of the best just raw stand-up and tell jokes comedian there.
Wow.
So check this out, man. This is a good one.
Sesame Street in San Francisco.
Really shady, dog. Anybody watch kids entertainment lately? Getting really shady, dog. Anybody watch Sesame Street lately? It's getting really weird, dude. They got new characters. They have one that's homeless. And they have one with AIDS. And they're not the same character. Those are 2 different characters. What is happening on Sesame Street? Where is Sesame Street? Sounds like San Francisco to me. That sounds like the Tenderloin, right?
Oh.
And you know who I blame? Elmo.
Oh, no, I don't do Elmo like that.
Elmo, dude, he's got weird energy, right? Right? I don't remember Elmo on the show. I've been watching Sesame Street since the 70s. I remember all the rest. Big Bird, Mr. Snuffleupagus, Oscar the Grouch, Bert and Ernie. You guys remember Bert and Ernie? Yeah. And we all knew they were gay. And nobody cared. I mean, one of their heads literally looks like a butt plug. You know what I'm saying? We didn't care. Live your best life. Well, Elmo, he's got dark energy, dude. He's got Ellen DeGeneres energy. Am I right? Right? Same thing. When the camera's on, smiling, dancing with children, right? As soon as the camera's off, he's sacrificing them to Moloch, right?
Oh my god!
A little fun.
Wow.
Yeah.
Comedy.
Wow.
No,
It's
buddy.
Elmo. Elmo's the problem. You know what I mean?
No, Elmo was actually the dude when he came on. Elmo had his own little portion of the show for 15
Yes.
minutes.
No, he
Oh,
did,
Elmo's world.
but
Elmo's World.
But
No,
that's
he
but
did,
why
but
though?
wait,
But out of nowhere, Elmo
Yeah,
just
no.
gets the world on Sesame Street, bro. I don't
They
like
love
it.
Elmo, man.
Hey, didn't everybody start learning Spanish from Sesame Street? Because that's where I got all of mine. I mean, I learned they taught me Spanish. So, and cookie. I know how to spell cookie from Cookie Monster.
Yes.
I mean, there was some really good fundamental stuff there.
Look, I
You
learned
know,
my
it's-
ABCs from Patti LaBelle and the rest of them.
Yeah,
Up
the
on
way
that
he was
second,
talking,
yes.
the way he was
All I
talking.
remember is the count, man. He was at the mom.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
what he was saying it
Big
sounded
Bird
like
was my favorite. And I love Ernest. I don't want to live on the moon.
Oh, yes.
No, I don't.
Yeah.
Oh, I got a song for you
on
guys.
the moon. I love that song. I love that song. I love that
What
song.
a-
I can play that song
Oh,
going to sleep.
and the worm,
I love it.
Sammy
I
the worm.
don't want to live on the
I
moon.
think that was his name.
Who?
What?
There was a worm too on there.
Oh,
Oh
yeah.
yeah, the little worm.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the
he was
worm.
Ernie's friend. Yeah.
Yeah.
What
He
was
always
his
put
name?
Oscar's trash can, and he didn't like it.
All right. So you may not know, but one, I do a lot of shows, but one of the shows we do, Enrique does with me and a guy named Michael Mann, also in Mississippi, oddly enough, but they didn't know each
Yeah.
other before this show. He is an old stand-up comedian I toured with back when I was a touring comedian, and he's older now and retired, chilling. And then we have Coach Patterson, whose father was a professional NFL player. He was a professional baseball player. He actually still coaches semi-pro football. He's out of New York. He just visited Canada a couple days before we recorded this show,
Oh,
and he had
God.
to break down this thing. And I did this for Andrew. I've been waiting for a
Uh-oh.
Canadian.
Here
He
we go.
broke down this thing, and he didn't even say it right. He called it poonteen. But this is what we do. So check this one out. I think you might enjoy this one. We got part 1 and part 2, but they're not that long.
You ever see a Canadian Football League game?
CFL, I have.
No,
yeah.
You some weird stuff,
I'm not
man. Like
gay.
they get 3 downs. They freaking don't have any fair catches and stuff like that. Some great stuff. Now, are we talking about CFL? Do we talk about the football? Oh hell no! You go up there. Have you had some poutine? Now I'm not being nasty. I'm not talking about poontang pie. I'm talking about
It's French fries with gravy on it. That's all that
No,
is.
then you have not had the correct poutine place, because they put
Okay.
it looks like a housing development on top of the doggone fries.
Agreed.
It is an absolute work of art, 100%. Poutine. Hey,
Look at
poutine. There you go. Now when you're
Oh, sorry. And then
Oh,
where's
yeah.
part 2? Go to part 2. That one is funny, but let me get to
I agree with everything he said about poutine,
I
yeah.
and I'm from the area where that stuff is.
Now here's part 2.
have seen poutine, but not ate it, just like Angelina Jolie.
so if you're watching a Canadian football game, you're sitting there in the ice cold. I just feels like if you're in Saskatchewan or something like that, you need a big old like box of poutine
No,
that
you
you're
don't.
just like the gravy's running down your hands. You got little bacon bits and chives and all types of stuff on there.
Oh, hell no.
Let me know in the comments if I'm bugging on the poutine. Who's a poutine fan?
Yeah, there you go. So anyway, I was waiting for a Canadian so we could
No,
do that
man.
shit.
If you're in Saskatchewan, you put a freaking watermelon on top of your head.
What? I don't.
Yeah, I'm
Wait,
not kidding.
what
You
even
really-
is that?
Okay, Mike, this whole year, watch the Canadian Football League, and you'll see. In Saskatchewan, they put watermelons, I kid you not, on top of their heads.
Is it like a cheese?
It's a Saskatchewan thing. I
Well-
swear to God, I laugh my ass off every time.
And I
Yeah,
laugh when they put them
watermelon.
cheeses on their heads.
Yeah, but what is poutine?
Poutine
That
is
sounds a
just
little
what he
freaky.
described it as a freaking housing development gone wrong.
It's a what?
It's It's French fries and cheese curds and gravy on. Yeah, it's
On
disgusting.
fries.
I don't like it. I
So,
think it's disgusting.
so that's like wow,
think it's
that's like an
ass.
obese
Sorry,
woman
but
in a
that's just
candy
It
funny.
store.
don't sound too. Yeah.
It's
personally,
delicious. I love it. Look, it's like
I
okay,
think it's
so
ass. I just don't
really,
like the taste of it. I
okay,
hate it.
so but what do you eat though? So because you might not have a good palate. So
No, I just think it's ass. I think it's disgusting.
Cheese curds?
She's
Cheese curds, gravy, and French fries.
Ew.
So
That's
yeah, because we never
you
eat
haven't
cheese
tried
fries
it.
in
I've
America.
tried it. I hate it.
Well, you
That
don't like the
doesn't
cheese.
sound good.
But
No,
okay,
hey.
but wait, does everybody like cheese fries on the panel? Do all of y'all
No.
like cheese?
No.
Oh,
They're okay.
I don't like cheese curds, but I like cheese fries.
It really depends because I don't like cheese on fresh cut fries because on fresh cut fries it makes them feel soggy.
there. If you
I
don't
don't
cook
eat
them
that
right.
off.
See like that. See right there.
Boom! Yeah.
That's
Wow.
what they put on their heads at football games in Saskatchewan. Right there. See that brother right there? Boom. That's him.
Wow.
Saskatchewan Rough Rider right there.
Hey.
Man,
Crazy
they
up there,
literally shaped it to be a whole.
Dude. They're nuts over there. I don't want to be like they. Honest to God, like their whole community is what the whole province. Sorry, is 1 million people, but they come out strong for football.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like
That's,
I kid you not, they will come out from even the furthest of they'll come up from north just to go to Regina, which is south, just to support their team. That is freaking solid.
A lot of people will go a long way to support Regina, bro. I'm just
I was
saying.
just gonna say
I said the same
Regina.
thing.
Like seriously,
Regina.
I'm
It could be
sorry.
another
Like-
V.
Enrique's like, I have lost control of my own show. Sorry,
It's
dog.
all good.
Hey, it's Friday, man.
Everybody loses control on Friday nights.
It's Friday, man. It's Friday. I heard
tell you-
Regina. So, hey.
Can I tell you what? We're gonna watch a football game, and then we'll have a Labatt's Blue and maybe a Molson Ice, and we'll put some syrup on
Molson
some pancakes. Eh?
Molson actually owns the Montreal Canadiens. So there's no joke there.
Wow.
What? I totally missed that, Andrew.
No, I said Molson does actually own the Montreal Canadiens.
Really?
Yep.
I did not know that.
Yep.
We learn
And-
something new every day. That's another thing that I love about this is that we learn.
And that
new
Labatt
stuff.
used to own, the Labatt family is from out west. They used to own the Winnipeg Blue Bombers. I think they still do. I'm not sure.
Very cool. Heck yeah,
Very
the Blue Bombers, baby. I have no idea. Although they would be cool. Like I want a Blue Bombers hat or like shirt because that would be a cool. You know what I mean? Blue Bombers is a cool logo, right? Cool name. So
It's a cool team. I'm not gonna lie, but we just hate them too.
who's your team?
Probably
The
'cause they
Montreal
lose.
Alouettes.
The what?
The Alouettes.
Get a new team, dog. What are you
That sound
doing?
like
you
a-
know?
that sound
No,
like a
hey,
senior
we've
group.
won multiple times more than I actually do shit
That
on this
sound like
team
a
a lot.
senior group,
Hamilton
boy. They
Tiger
finna-
Cats.
They come back
They
to
haven't,
Motown.
they haven't won shit.
Alouettes.
It's like, hey man, our team won the Super Bowl of Canada, and we're like the best team ever. Okay, but what's your name?
Hey,
Mike being cold-blooded.
let's put it this
Mike
way:
is
we won
basically
more
like
titles
calling
than
them
the
the great
Buffalo
value
Bills.
version of the United States. Because I've heard
Wait.
that so many times. So a lot of people said that Canada is the great value version of the United States. The
Is
same way,
is
like you have
wheat
the name
legal where
brands.
you guys live?
Pardon?
But look, I'm not saying I say it, but I've heard it many times.
Heard what? Is what?
That Canada is the great value version of America, the United States.
That
Canada-
is so
Canada is America's refrigerator. You know what I'm saying? Think
I
about
mean,
it.
you think? I mean,
Actually, it's our freezer. You know how you keep all your freezer stuff up top where it's colder?
yeah, because it's cold.
That's
yeah.
Canada. That's
Yep.
America's. I'm kidding.
Depends
I'm
which
kidding.
province you're in.
What? Look, what?
Depends
Andrew?
what province you're in.
I'm not in a province. I live in Indiana.
I said
I-
province. The
State.
depends on the province you're in.
Ah,
Oh,
We have
ah,
10
okay.
provinces.
Now I gotcha. All right.
yeah. No, I have a friend who lives in the Vancouver area, so yeah, or the guy I
Yeah,
work
they're
with lives in
west.
Vancouver. Yeah, way west. But actually, Canada's lovely. Like I want to like as an American, we inherently want to crap on everywhere else. That's just what we do. And I mean, it starts with like local high school football. I want to crap on the guys across the street, and it goes to like pro teams and college and all that, and then it goes out
Mhm.
to. We're America, so we have to make fun of you.
Yeah, he does it to me too. He does it to me.
Canadians. Oh, no, as an American, so I do a show with an Australian guy and a Canadian guy. And and then sometimes I do stuff with guys in England. And yeah, man,
Ask the
they light us
Australian
up.
if the toilets go back, if they go the other way.
Wait. So Andrew, is weed legal in Canada?
Yes.
Like, and
From Newfoundland to British Columbia, it's legal.
and what about for you, Enrique?
It's legal cross country.
No, for all of you guys. So
Oh, we're working on it. Our
Oh, it's medical. It's
Yeah.
medical down here. We don't
They're
have
medical, correct.
but we got meds.
Well,
Wow.
see, the thing is that in Indiana, all the states around us are legal, and it's for medical and recreational. So the governor,
We still
he
do
said
recreation.
that, hey, we're getting all of the criminal, but we're not getting any of the taxes off, and we're not seeing any of the money, but we're dealing with all of the problems. So they're putting it into talking about it, because I mean, it's all over. And so if it's managed right, because if we can look at all the problems in the states that have made the mistakes that I just said twice, then I think that we could learn from it and make it more comfortable is the only word that I can come up with right at the moment. But
Yeah.
because I think it was a couple years ago, and there was kids, we were in the park and watching the fireworks, and I could smell it. So I was like, I tracked it down with my nose and I said, look, it's not legal here, and there's kids around, and you don't want that around the kids. So even if it was legal, there has to be restrictions. There's got to be, and from what I understand, that there's so many dispensaries. I mean,
yeah, but people don't care about those restrictions, and they never will, because if you think they did it when it was not legal, and then they're still doing it while it becomes medical. But then a lot of states, it becomes decriminalized, so it's not illegal,
Yeah.
but it's up to the cops' discretion, and they can still give you a ticket. So
Yeah.
but the thing here in Ohio, like people don't understand that whether it's legal or not, like the only place genuinely that you're going to be able to do that is probably maybe Colorado or California, because even here in Ohio it's legal, but if you get caught walking down the street doing it, you're getting a ticket. You can't do it in a public place. You can't you can't obviously sit in your car and do it, because you'll still get an OVI. So you got to think how many people, even before it was legal, they're cruising in their car, just cruising a blunt or something like that. So definitely, like, you're right, they do need restrictions, but if their first issue is they're not making the money off of it, then they should definitely do that first, and then come up with the the restrictions, because either way they're not going to listen to it. But I mean, yeah, I don't know. I personally, I don't use like actual weed, but I use carts, and I only use them like before bed, and I use it like for my
Carts are weed, dog. Carts are weed.
Yep.
Just so
Well,
you
it
know,
is.
carts are
No,
weed.
No, I understand. And I
no, he's
still
saying
get
he
what
don't
you're saying.
smoke. He don't smoke the flower. He don't smoke the flower.
Yeah,
That's probably what he's saying.
because well, one, I think it's obnoxious because I don't want my entire room or house to smell like it.
I
I
just want
also
you to be
have
like, I only smoke crack. I don't snort cocaine. It's like,
Yeah, no,
you're
no.
doing cocaine, dog. You're doing
but
cocaine.
We
no,
just
but
want to clarify what you're.
yeah, no, but it's like I pretty much use that as my seizure medicine because for me,
Yeah,
like I
yeah,
said,
yeah.
most of them are for me, it's stress and anger induced. So
Mhm.
like I'll just lay down and then hit it, and then it just my whole body, just I feel it, and then
Relaxes.
hopefully I fall asleep.
Yeah, man. See, that's the dopamine. That's part of the reason why epileptics are able to get that medical card because you know, like you said, yours is anger, alcohol, stress. Man, my main one is stress, and I have anxieties from time to time, and whatnot. But
Oh, and staying up all night. That's another
yeah,
big
see,
one.
yeah, lack of sleep for most people,
me,
lack of sleep.
Lack of sleep and dehydration are my two.
Yes,
main.
yes.
I am blessed, thank God, but stress is just not one. I mean, everybody knows I deal with a high level of stress
And you
on
do,
a
man.
daily.
And you definitely do.
So, I'm blessed in that, but that's why we do it. That's why we do what we do,
Yeah.
That's why
Yeah.
Ashton is a fighter. That's why Enrique is a man of all trades, helping everyone, because, it's why Terry, because we're not going to let anyone think that we're not capable, I'm sorry,
so
Andrew, I didn't ask, are you a caretaker, a supporter, or do you have epilepsy yourself, or
Me? Yeah, I have epilepsy myself. I have grandma.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay, cool.
Oh,
Yeah, he's part of one of us. One of us.
Okay. Yes. So let me ask the group this: Can you? Don't
I haven't
you
had
have
a
to create
seizure
drug?
since 2002. Granted.
Ooh. Okay.
So,
Around the same
God
time I
bless.
was.
so I'm happy
Can
for
you
that.
create a drug? Y'all,
Pardon?
aren't you supposed to create a drug?
No.
Huh?
No.
No. Just answer the questions. Do you create a drug or not?
Do
We
I
do
create
create
a drug?
drugs, right? Okay.
Oh,
Y'all should get where I'm going with this. Why is it that the one thing that man has never created that has been here before we even walked the grounds of the earth deemed a drug? If you have to create a drug, but the thing that they're deeming a drug has already been here that grows. Because if that's the case, if that's a drug, then the food that you eat is a drug too. You have to grow things to put in your food, just like you have to grow this particular plant, which you've never heard anybody die from. If anything, they'll be selling up in the clouds, or knocked out sleep, or hungry. But go ahead.
But at the same time, it does like it can still be considered a drug because if for example if you do it, like obviously it affects everyone differently, right?
Yes, it does.
Personally, I could stop right now and be fine, right? But my one of my friends, for example, if he stops, he'll be like, bro, you don't got something I can hit, bro? And I'm like, bro, what are you, a crackhead? It's just weed. Like, and he's like, no, like, and I'm like, I guess it does, hit everybody like, differently. So
it's like dopamine.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Dopamine. He needs
it's
it.
a dopamine. It be up and they need it. Like
I went to school with
it's
a guy.
not like
I went to school with a guy who used to smoke cigarettes, and if he didn't have a cigarette one day, he was like, just jittery. He couldn't.
Oh no, right, and 100%,
go
and that's
one
why
day without smoking a cigarette.
Even alcohol is obviously a drug, right? But the thing is, because and that's why in reality we technically could be considered a drug, because when you do it, it alters your mind. It's not like if you go get chamomile tea that grows out of the ground or a tree, and drink it. That doesn't alter your mind, right? So just because it doesn't alter my mind or your mind enough, it could, alter someone else's mind to the point where they almost feel so messed up or high that they feel equivalent to being drunk because it affects them differently. Like, so that's why it can be considered a drug, I think.
2 points on that. First one, we'll go with the part of the mental health part and bring that into it because it helps anxiety. I mean, there's a lot of pluses to it. The minuses, unfortunately, is chemicals that are put into it. When we talk about medical, it's messed with. It's, and we all know that.
Noise and other things like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
THC,
So, exactly. Me, and I don't, and it's not something I don't talk about a lot, but I don't deny it either. But when I've been going through all of this and stuff, I don't know if you guys, but pain, if I'm in too much pain and I have a high tolerance, I can't focus. If I can't focus, then I will I'll feel like I'm going to have a seizure. I get not jittery, but that feeling.
Yeah.
And so it does, I have a cart too. I do.
I do the same thing, honey. Especially when that pain comes on, because I have severe nerve damage.
Yeah.
And it's but when you get that,
yep, and it does, and it's not about
all of it go out your body. You don't feel nothing.
And here's the other thing too. There is a difference between you like using it how like we use it and because I'll be honest, when I lived downtown, like, bro, I would just go. It was just so easy because the person that I got it from, this was before it was illegal, lived 2 floors below me. So I would just go down there and just roll one all day.
There you go.
And that is technically, to me, that's not acceptable. I mean, if and for me, because that is using it like, I guess you can say stoner in a way, but like using it as in now, like if you're not hitting it walking around all day high, or like you're only using it for certain things, like now I'm way happier and it works better because I only use it before bed. So it's not like I'm just walking around using it all
right.
day.
That's the point I was trying to make, was that it's not about it was my sister, she gave me a gummy because she saw that I was in so much pain and nothing was helping. So that's where, and I have been told, so I'm going to get to the funny part. I'm going to stick up all that before I start crying. Anyway, so have you guys ever seen the movie Never Been Kissed with Drew Barrymore? And of course, I'm talking a panel of men, but come on, dig a little deeper.
I've never seen it.
But now you're gonna want. I'm gonna tell you now. When I say this, you're gonna want to watch it. So there's a part of it, and she's at this club and stuff, and this Rastafari guy gives her a brownie, and she's like, "Oh, this is so good and everything." And he was like, "Yeah, it's full of vitamin D, vitamin C, vitamin T, H, and C." And she just, now you got to watch it. Now you got to see what she did afterwards.
Probably eating up a table or something.
I wouldn't have
Drew Barrymore. She was just going to town.
It was vitamin D, because then she'd really get what the D stands for.
The other question though I have is this doesn't really have anything to do with epilepsy, but since we're on the topic, why do they not, like, the question I did recently have is, why do they not use, like, prescribe, like, when you go to a doctor, not just go to a medical, like, weed doctor, when you go to your physician, why do they not prescribe people with that, like, before, like, for example, they're prescribing people Xanax, Perk 30s, and opiates, and these people are getting addicted to opiates, and, like, why don't they prescribe them weed?
Because it ain't gonna make no money. They have to sell what makes money.
Dude,
That's
they wanna,
why they create prescriptions.
they wanna
So you can keep buying them and develop more and more situations when you're trying to heal one, and the side effects will cause you to buy more prescriptions. So that's more and more and more money. That's why weed is looked at as a drug, because it stops them from making their money. And if you mess with their money, it's an issue.
And
Same. Let me
and
just
so here's
just real
the other
fast,
thing.
guys. Just real fast. Same exact thing with the same exact thing with things like methylene blue and staying hydrated and a keto diet. All of these things have been proven to be effective. Maybe not for it, as we know with what we have, nothing is effective for everyone. There's no blanket, whatever. But all of these things have been proven in multiple studies for a lot of folks to be very beneficial and help, right?
And
So,
those, yeah. Yep.
and you will never hear about him from the last time I went and saw a neurologist. It was my first and only time I will ever talk to this man. He does not deserve my time, right? But I asked, I was like, man, I've been on Kepra now for like 8 years. And
Hey,
with Vimpact.
guys, I gotta get off here. We're having a tornado warning, so I'll get back to you.
Be safe, Terry. Be
All right,
safe.
bye. We will. I'll see you in
All
Oz.
right, honey.
All right, bye.
I'll see you at Oz. All right, gentlemen. Enrique, doesn't this start out and end like most parties? Couple of dudes, a bunch of chicks. We're having a great time. It ends with just a bunch of dudes. What's up?
Yeah, man.
I love it, though. I love it. We're doing great, man.
That's
but
an
yeah.
East Coast party to me.
Yeah, that's every party. And then you got like Ashton, the one dude who will walk away, with the chick, and then the rest of us are like, "We hate you, Ashton."
Hey, I'm all good with that. Brothers having a good time.
No, but the other thing that is so crazy is like, people will always, like, even friends that I've made in the epilepsy groups. For example, there's this girl, Kaylee, or I don't remember her last name, but she had a brother who did this Make-A-Wish thing, and he went to the UFC 327 and just recently, and I was like, that's crazy. Has he ever been to one before, or somebody that you know? She said no, and I was like, you know what, I can get you guys a table. She's like, honestly, that'd be fun, but I think I'd be too scared to watch you fight because I think you're gonna have a seizure. And I was like, you know what, you're not wrong, and she's like, yeah, and then what if you die and da-da-da-da-da-da-da. And I was like, bro, realistically, like, I would rather do that and do something I like than and still have that chance than sit at home and do that and still have that chance because I'm having seizures. Like, you could die from a seizure, so why not do something I like? Like, I would rather die in the cage, personally.
There you go, Ashley. Yeah. Don't become a victim to it. Don't let it run your life.
Just crazy.
Don't let it run your life. Live your life, because it can only do so much. Because God, when we look at it, you can die at any time. Let's just be honest. As human beings, we can go the next second. When the Lord is finished preparing our room, it's time for us to go. Now, it's unfortunate that we have something that can make us go a little quicker. But the thing about that is, you can't be no punk with that.
No, I can't hear you.
Let it punk you out. You gotta live your life regardless. I mean, you come to terms with it. You grab by the throat. I got epilepsy. Epilepsy doesn't have me. You can kiss my ass, and I'm gonna keep on living. So,
exactly.
Yeah, you're right on that, Ashton. You're right on that, man.
See here, and then move Ashton. Ashton, talk to me.
Can you hear me?
There you are. Yeah. I just want to make sure I remove the right Ashton. All right. So, anyway, no, you're absolutely right. And I kind of want to end on that. The way we like to do this. Heck? Andrew, thank you for joining the crew, man.
No problem.
Yeah, no doubt.
We're gonna jump you in. We gotta meet you, and we're gonna beat you down, in a circle, so you're jumped into the crew.
No, I was gonna say too, like, up
like,
here, I didn't have to deal with the with the with the weed being legal. We went through with Baseball Quebec, we already knew that they couldn't smoke in the parks doing their weeds. But if they did, we went to the people who were smoking in the parks and we said, okay, look, guys, this is the rule from Baseball Quebec and whoever. You guys know you can't smoke in the park. Can you go smoke in your car or far away from the park?
Well,
No
that's
problem.
one thing a lot of people.
That's one thing that we took care of as umpires when I was umpiring. Some, if they're gonna be rowdy, there's police always around the field, but the
Well,
police
that
took care
is
of
one
that.
thing that people
Other than that, we didn't have any problems when it came to weed being legalized countrywide.
Yeah. No, people
So
don't get that even if it is legal, like a business or a company is allowed to say, no, you're not allowed to do that
Yeah, because you're
on
not
our
on public
property.
ground. Yeah.
Just like anything else. But like I do also feel like it'll be down the road eventually, but I feel like down the road they're gonna end up having designated areas and stuff like that, because like to me, like I think they should, not everywhere, but in some places, because if you're allowed, tell me this, if you're allowed to go to a bar, right, and you're allowed to take that drink outside and you're allowed to take it out on the patio, why can you do that? You can't walk down the street and do it, right? You can't walk down the street with an open bottle, but you're on their property and you're still outside, but you're on their property in a private property, right? So it's a designated area for you to drink outside. So I think in certain scenarios, in certain places down the road, they'll definitely have designated areas for it.
So at that point, with the open, well, if you are in a bar, I'm only speaking for my city, you're only allowed to be, say, about 12 feet, 15 feet, 20 feet max.
Oh, see, yeah, that's
outside the bar.
crazy. See,
Hey guys, I love this. This is a great conversation.
But that's about it.
Not really focused, we definitely touched on all the topics.
We
I
did.
feel like we pretty much touched on this one for this
Yeah.
show. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And we're about to wrap in that we've done our 2 hours. And I'm not trying to cut you off. I love this topic. Please promise you'll come back and talk more with us.
Yeah.
Oh, no, let me see next week. I think
Yeah.
I got a game.
Friday.
I think I'm streaming next week.
Man.
Yeah, no, well, this is a come and go, but we do a lot of shows. So like I said, I do shows 6 days a week. So we will dial it in, and I talk to Teresa like almost daily. So we will dial it in for you, okay, Andrew?
Oh yeah, I'm streaming next weekend.
I love it. Oh, you have a show?
I'm
Tell us
streaming
where we
next
can
week.
find you.
Yeah,
What's your stream?
I'm streaming. I'm AJ Druid on Twitch, so I'm streaming hockey on Sunday at 5:45. Who the hell does that for 5:45? Tampa, you stupid. Anyway, yeah, so I do that. I do watch-alongs on Twitch. I try to get my camera going, but it doesn't seem to want to compute all the time. So this is what you get all the time. But yeah, I've been trying to get that going. My streams have been up and down thanks to the camera not being cooperative. So yeah, but they've been going. I get a lot of followers, not a lot, but not a lot of interaction with the chat because the camera's not on.
And that's okay, man. We're gonna work on that. Cameras are easy, bro. Cameras are easy. Hang in there with us. Do us a favor. Drop in my DMs when you're going live and stuff, and I'll share it out on my channels. And we'll do what we can to help build you up, brother. Everybody, in this family needs to stick together and promote each other. A win for one is a win for all. Ashton, tell the people how they can find you, brother. Instagram, Facebook. Where can people find you? What do you got coming up?
So I do not use Facebook, but it is the same name that you see right there. And my Instagram is yfn.treylo. I was actually supposed to have a kickboxing fight tomorrow, but my hand is broken in 3 places and bit my dog. Well, I have a wolf. He bit through the joint as well. So I cannot do that. So hopefully, if everything goes right, May 23rd, downtown Cleveland for Cage Thunder. But if not, sometime in June.
Okay. That's what's up. That's what's up. Ashton, man, we hoping that the hand heals fast, man. Complete blood
Better,
in your
man.
hand. Kickboxing. Okay, man.
Thank you.
I don't know many kickboxers in the area, but that's
neither.
That's dangerous.
Well, yeah, no. So I do MMA, like in the cage, but like I'll compete, in anything. So.
All right. I'll give you the check when I get a chance.
All right, guys.
But I'll promote
awesome.
you. That's
Yeah,
one thing
man.
I do. I promote anybody that's an athlete on my channel, and that's all I can give you. And I'll let them know when you're out and when you're doing your thing.
Awesome.
Yeah, man, we absolutely, man, are gonna blow you up, my brother. Guys, you got to stay tuned. Make sure you check the Instagrams, the Facebooks, the Rumbles. That's right, I said it. Where all of our shows live. The production channel for the PT Pod, and of course, Faces of Epilepsy. You gotta join. You gotta be a supporter, because if you are, you get to find out when Ashton is fighting, when Andrew is streaming, when Enrique is going to be close to you in your town or going live on one of his many shows. All of the good things. So you got to check that out. Want to thank you so much. Want to thank all of our guests. Of course, we want to thank Lisa. We want to thank Heather. We want to thank Terry. We want to thank Andrew, Ashton. Who am I forgetting? Enrique?
Courtney.
Yeah. And Courtney. Of course, we want to thank. And we love us some Courtney Frazier.
Yes.
And with that, we're going to call it. We're going to let Enrique close this show out. Thank you guys so much. Oh, and Teresa in the building. She said her son is throwing. My son said he's throwing me down the basement. Don't let him do that, Teresa. That's bad ideas.
That's an evil idea.
All right, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. We appreciate you.
All right.
What's up, F.E.E.D? Yo, tonight was a very invigorating night, y'all. We actually set a record with 7 people up on the live chat. But if I can leave you with anything, y'all, I'm gonna leave y'all with this: that you go in peace and that you continue to keep that fighter's will, man. Continue to be a perfect kid. Continue to keep that strength and get through any and everything that you get through, y'all. And remember that you have epilepsy, and epilepsy doesn't have you. You cannot be defeated by it. You can keep living your life. So keep living your life. Keep doing your thing. Y'all enjoy y'all Friday. And this is Enrique Willis from the F.E.E.D. And I'll holler back at y'all. I'm out.